The Story of Ruth by Caleb Anastasia, Sori and Marvilla. In the days when famine struck Bethlehem, Amalek, Naomi, and their 2 sons moved to the land of Moab. There, Amalek died and Naomi was widowed. Naomi's 2 sons, Malon and Chilion, married Moabite women named Orpah and Ruth. They lived there for about 10 years until both Malon and Chilion died, leaving Naomi without a husband and children, but only her 2 daughters-in-law. Now, when Naomi was planning on moving back to Bethlehem, Orpah and Ruth wanted to follow, but Naomi told them to return to their homes. Although they refused, Naomi insisted, saying, "I am too old to have a husband, and even if I were to have a husband and bear sons, are you going to wait until they are grown?" Then they all wept, and Orpah kissed Naomi goodbye and returned to her people, but Ruth clung to her. She said, "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God." So the 2 of them returned to Bethlehem. Without husbands, they could not find work and get food. So Ruth gleaned, picking up what was left after people harvested. Then the owner of the field, Boaz, noticed Ruth and did not rebuke her. He fed her and let her continue to glean. He told her it was because he knows of the things that she did for her mother-in-law since the death of her husband. When Ruth told her about what happened, Naomi rejoiced because Boaz was actually a close relative of theirs and a family redeemer. Then Naomi ordered Ruth to wash up and put her best garment on, and lie down at Boaz's feet when he has eaten and drunk and fallen asleep. When he woke up, he was surprised to find Ruth sleeping by his feet. Ruth explained, "I am your servant Ruth. Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a guardian redeemer of our family." Boaz blessed Ruth and told her, "Although it is true that I am a guardian redeemer of your family, there is another who is more closely related than I. If he wants to do his duty as your guardian redeemer, good, let him redeem you. But if he is not willing, as surely as the Lord lives, I will do it." Then Boaz called forth 10 men of the elders of the city and discussed the redemption of the parcel of land that belonged to Amalek and of Ruth. When the Redeemer of whom Boaz had spoken could not redeem the land and Ruth, Boaz redeemed them in front of witnesses. Boaz then took Ruth, and Ruth became his wife. Then the Lord gave them a son.